Hey, welcome to Miss D6 Women's Sports.
Hey, welcome to Miss D61 Sports. Please like, share, subscribe to my channel. This is a Kelsey Mitchell MVP appreciation. Of course, we all know, we all hear about CC, Asia, which is understandable, Paige. But, I mean, Kelsey Mitchell, you got to give her credit. She has been the Indiana Fever. She has held this team down even way before Leah Boston, way before Caitlin Clark came along. She has some real bump in the road as far as the team concerned, but she always stays steady. She's been a steady player for them. And in the last 10 games, been tearing it up. Now, of course, they lost to a hot and talented Minnesota Lynx team, but I mean, Kelsey Mitchell, you can't say anything bad about her. She's doing her thing. And so let's get into it, y'all. So I'm going to share my screen. And you can't lie with the numbers. The numbers don't lie. And this is from Stat News. Yesterday, she put up 37 points. Once again, she was on fire. She carried this team. She was the reason why this team was in this game. They had a chance. Of course, they lost. But this was their first loss in a few games. They was on the winning streak. And in that winning streak, she was scoring at least 25 and above. Excuse me. So Sunday, she had 37 points, 1 rebound, 3 assists, 1 steal. Her field goal percentage was 66.7. That's crazy. That's crazy. And the last 3 games, which they won, or the last 6 games, excuse me, in this winning streak before they got snapped yesterday. She had 26 against Portland, 28 against Seattle, 26 against the Sun, 33 against the Liberty, 33 against the Seattle Storm again. So, I mean, her field goal percentage is at least 42 to 50, even 71%. That's just crazy. And you know, they always want to glaze CC, but Kelsey Mitchell is the reason why they even above 500. She's the reason. And like I said before, Leah Boston came to the team and CC came to the team. She endured some rough times, but she always stayed consistent. And she always stayed an all-star. And nobody can stop her. She's unstoppable. And she could score from many different places on the court. Her 3-point percentage got even better since she's been in the league. And I just want to come on here and give her appreciation because, like I said, last year the Fever was a Kelsey Mitchell injury away from beating the Aces, who eventually won the chip last year. And yes, they had Natasha Howard and they had a veteran Odyssey Sims, but Kelsey Mitchell is the glue. They could not stop her. There's no one person that could stop her. She can get any shot she want. She could score anytime she want to. Only thing that can stop her is CC, who won't give her the ball. But she is the most consistent Fever. You take her off the Fever, this team would not be where they at. This team would be below 500. This team would not be a playoff type team at all. You could take Aaliyah Boston off of this team. They probably could still win. You could take CC off this team, and they'd probably still win if they had Kelsey Mitchell, because she just elevates the team. And she pitched the team on her back. Like I said, these last games before the game yesterday, She was the reason why they won. She takes the most important shots. She takes the last shots. She takes, like I said, only thing that can stop her is her teammate, CC. Hey, W Brazil. I don't. Let me tell you this. I'm not racist at all. This has nothing to do with race. This has something to do with Kelsey Mitchell being the better player on the team. CC is good. She's not an MVP candidate. We're gonna talk about that. This team would not be where it's at without Kelsey Mitchell. They won without CC last year. There was one injury away. We don't know exactly what happened to Kelsey Mitchell from beating the Aces. And they also beat another team that was better than them without CC. CC did not play the whole playoffs last year. I forgot they beat the Dream. The Dream, even without Angel, was a decent. I thought they was better than the Fever. And Kelsey Mitchell once again proved that she could put the team on her back. But anyway, I'm about to get you out of here. So, like I said, Kelsey Mitchell, the last few games has been on a tear. More of the last few games. And her average, let's go back into it. Her average is 27 points a game. If you average it. So that's a crazy run. 27.7. I mean 27.2. And I might say this, and I hope you guys don't get upset. I love Asia. I want to see if they're gonna give it to Asia. I think she's deserving as well. Why not do a co-MVP? Because for a long time, Kelsey Mitchell has not gotten the credit she deserved. And I know, like I said, Indiana has not been a team since she's been there. They haven't really had a lot of success. So she kind of hid in between that because she's coming from an organization that used to win with Tamika Catchings. And so, to me, she kind of surpassed Tamika Catchings as far as some of the records. I'm not saying she's that Tamika Catchings is not a Hall of Famer. What I'm saying is Kelsey Mitchell has her own. She stepped her own legacy with the Fever, and so I know they're probably going to give it to Asia, but why not do a co-MVP? I think Kelsey Mitchell is deserving of an MVP, if not outright. And like I said, she's doing it with a player like Cece, who's up and down, and I don't know what's going on with Aaliyah. She has some good games, but Aaliyah's been up and down as well. And when she's scoring these points, sometimes, because we know that Kelsey and Jackie, when it comes down to the playoffs, they have proven themselves. And Cece, going into her fourth year now, she played okay in the playoffs, but she haven't really shown anything. Last year, like I said, she didn't play, so she was no help to Kelsey. Leah last year was okay in the playoffs, but like I said, it was also the way Natasha Howard played and Odyssey Sims played, who is not on this team anymore. So, I mean, Kelsey is the reason why they had the record they have. Now I want to go through something here. I want to go to the standings here. And a lot of people don't know. This year, reason why I say maybe Kelsey should be considered even more for the MVP or co-MVP, because she beat the Aces, one with Asia and one without Asia. And so they 2-0 against Aces. And in that game, of course, you had J.O. matched up against her. And of course, at the time you had Candiate Carter. And they could not stop her. And so now the Fever are 19-11. And the Aces are 20-9. So they're not that far apart from each other. And like I said, she's doing it with players that's okay. I think a lot of players that's on the Fever that's starting are not starters, as we see. They have some flaws. And so her run is impressive because it's like she's putting them on their back. This team has no business being 19-11 to me. They just don't. And why not give her the co-MVP? Yeah, they are too small, but they also not as talented. Now we know that they picked up Monique Billings. That's what I'm saying. They picked up Monique Billings and Hines Allen, who are okay, but you got them in and out the starting lineup. So the fact that she's doing it with Monique Billings and Hines Allen and Sophie Cunningham, who's not a starter to me, and Leah Boston, who you don't know what you're going to get from Leah Boston. She got her paper, and she's not producing for the money they gave her. And that's what make her MVP run so special, because she's scoring a lot of these games. Right, co-MVP, because I think they're going to give it to Asia, but I just don't want them to overlook what Kelsey Mitchell was doing. Like I said, this team has no reason being 19-11. How you doing, Ryan? Well, I don't think they're heavy lifters. Like I said yesterday, AB, sometimes she look good, sometimes she don't. CC, sometimes she look good, sometimes she don't. But one consistent person, that's Kelsey Mitchell. Let me show you again. Let's go back again, y'all. Look at this. 27 in these games, even the one they lost, she's averaging over 30 minutes. Look at that. Let's start the 31st. Well, let's start with this game against Minnesota. 37 points, 35 minutes. 36 minutes, 26 points. July 28th, 28 points. Now, Connecticut was her lowest scoring in the last few games. Look at that. 28, 23, 33, 30. I mean, in these games, she's scoring above 20 points or more, or 25 points or more. And she's been the most consistent. And she's doing it in many different ways, shooting threes, taking to the hole, mid-range. So that's why they have that 19-11 record. And yes, CC, every now and then she pour in, she do her thing, but it's not consistent. Only consistent performer on this team has been Kelsey Mitchell. And before Aaliyah came first, then CC, she has endured with this team. It's hard to get people to go to Indiana. So it's been up and down. You had different coaches. You had GM front office changes. So she endured, and this year she showed that she is the MVP. We already knew. Well, I already knew. I said that last year that she's MVP of the Fever. And you see, if you take away Aaliyah Boston and CC, they will be fine because she kind of creates so much attention that her teammates had no choice but to step up. But she has been the more consistent performer with the Fever. She is the favorite Fever. Yeah, but we see how with the combination of Aaliyah Boston and Kelsey without CC, they pretty good. Hey Donna, hey Michael, how you guys doing? Please hit the like button if you come in. I have 11 people. Please hit the like button, all 11, please. Do I think she's turned the corner, Caitlin? She's about the same. Her defense is not getting good. We're gonna talk about that as well. It's not good. Still. Her turnovers got a little bit better, but for some reason, she's missed logo 3, and she has not had a good percentage shooting 3. Kelsey Mitchell has shot better than CC from 3 a lot of times. Well, she's still crying, but I think she stopped in the last few games because she don't want to get suspended. So she's still crying, but she's not in the referee's face because she know that she will get suspended with one more tech. And her midi has improved, but like I said, reason why I'm coming up here, the Fever are where they at because of Kelsey Mitchell, and we're going to see, because I don't think Kelsey Mitchell is going to be back with the Fever, and I wouldn't come back if I was her. So we're going to really see what Aaliyah Boston is made of. Now people say, well, Kelsey Mitchell and Caitlin Clark is Aaliyah Boston's way. We're going to see if them two being the younger cornerstones of the team, because Kelsey is the cornerstone. I said the younger cornerstones. How they're going to handle it without Kelsey, without that person that could take that pressure off, because she adds so much attention that's easy for them to kind of get off. We're going to see. There's no more excuses. But Kelsey Mitchell deserves a real shot at the MVP, especially if they keep winning. They lost yesterday, but if they keep either break even or have a above 500 winning record the second half of this schedule, she deserved the MVP. Now, the MVP is the regular season. I'm not saying what Kelsey Mitchell going to do in the playoffs. I'm talking about the regular season. If she holds even, I think she should get the co-MVP along with Asia. And that's only fair because, 27.2 is her average. That's crazy. Yeah. I think, look, we all know that Kelsey Mitchell can score. I just want to see where, Indiana is not, to me, they're not, it's like I said, it's hard to bring veterans to Indiana. They had to overpay. And the people they brung in, like Monique Billings and Hines Allen, has been very disappointing. They're very inconsistent. They're not playing good defense, at least. Not necessarily scoring, but their defense is not good. They're not rebounding. So I want to see Kelsey Mitchell in a place where she appreciated, and also where she can win and have a legit shot at winning. She deserves that. You said, but if Kelsey leaves, where will she go? What about the Dream? Liberty is good, but I want her to go to a team that has a good front office and is serious about winning, because right now she's 31 years old. She's not getting younger. You don't want to waste. She's still in her prime enough. You don't want to waste her time. She deserves a championship. So, as much as the Aces sometimes get on my nerves, Aces and the Wings look pretty good in the front office. Liberty, Dream, Hey, how you doing, Bro Claude? Thank you for dropping in. Okay, hold on, BD. Yeah. So hold on, let me drop it. So like I said, 27.7 is her average. And she's right up there with Asia. Head-to-head matchup. I know Asia didn't play the second game, but they 2-0 against the Aces. So I really do think, you always want to say, where's the head-to-head matchup between MVP candidates? And yeah, you cannot give her look. Kelsey Mitchell was there way before Aaliyah Boston, way before CC, and she endured so much. Now, even though she didn't score 27 points a game, she was consistent. She always been a consistent Fever player, a consistent player. She been an all-star way before, No, I don't want her to go. I don't want her to go to a expansion team. Hey, BD, how you doing?
I'm good, Miss D. Listen, I didn't come up here to debate you or nothing like that.
Okay, go ahead.
I agree with you 1,000% on Kelsey Mitchell. I do. The only reason why I put Asia in front of her is because Asia doing more with less. The Fever got a better bench than the Aces. That's the only reason why I put Asia in front of Kelsey Mitchell.
What bench? Because they bench both of their benches is horrible to me.
I mean, they horrible to me too, but if I had to choose between the Fever bench and the Aces bench, I'm going with the Fever bench.
But hold on, let me say this, and let me say the reason why actually Kelsey's doing more with less. And let's face it, no disrespect. And they starting lineup, I think they switched their starting lineups a lot. And they starting lineup, y'all, they got Hines Allen and Sophie Cunningham is in there, along with Leah Boston, and I think they do like or anybody do like they do like a Hines Allen, Sophie, Aaliyah, Cece, and
it'd be Hines Allen, Sophie, and occasionally Raven Johnson.
No, Raven's not. We're talking about starting lineup. No, Raven never getting the starting lineup. It's going to be Ty Harris.
No, I'm saying I was talking about their bench. I'm starting.
No. I'm talking about the starting.
I was talking about the bench.
She's doing more with less because let's face it. I love Asia. Asia's Asia, but at the same time, her teammates are Hall of Fame candidates. Kelsey Gray, point guard, is going to be a Hall of Famer. Hines Allen and Sophie Cunningham is not going to be nowhere near the Hall of Fame. Okay, I mean, let's just face it. And so she's doing more
I agree with that.
Players. Sophie and Hines Allen are good role players on the bench. They supposed to be on the bench. So you got starters who actually should be bench players.
And another. I'm sorry, Miss D. I mean, cut you off. And another thing, Asia's just a bit more well-rounded. Asia rebound, and Asia's probably the best defensive player in the league. That's the edge that I give her over Kelsey Mitchell. It's on the defensive end. You understand what I'm saying? Like, Kelsey Mitchell can't really guard people like that. Now, is she a bucket? Absolutely. If she's going to give you 20 to 25 points a game every game, absolutely. But as you seen last night, Olivia Miles was cooking Kelsey Mitchell last night.
I understand that. I understand. No, I'm not saying her defense. But
people don't cook Asia Wilson. That's the only reason why I put Asia above her. I'll land there.
I understand. I understand what you're saying. Her defense is disappointing. I agree with that. But I'm still. Look. Like I said, she's doing more. RC. Look, I like you, but. Sophie is okay, but the way they playing her as a starter, she's not a starter. And Hines Allen Hines Allen is a decent role. I think Hines Allen a lot of times when she played with Dallas or who she played with was a bench player. I like those two players, but not in the role that they playing. So she really has to carry this team. And then, like I said, CC is talented. She could go off. Sometimes she could score 22 points. She could score a lot, but sometimes she's not consistent. And AB is not consistent. Okay, when your scoring going down is not there, where are your rebounds? She has not rebounded the ball well this year. That's why they're playing a lot of Timpson when she go out. You know what I mean? And so that's the problem I have. Yeah. Look, she's not known for defense, but she still deserves a shot at the MVP because this team, when you look at it, with the besides, let's just take out CC and AB. When you look at this team, she's carrying this team. This team is not 19-11. You take CC, you take Kelsey Mitchell off this team and just have CC and AB. This team not gonna win, y'all. Look. I don't think she's happy where she is. Broclaw, go check out Broclaw live. When CC was talking about they need to do this, she had to look on her face like, for real? No, she's not. They cored her twice, which means they kind of made her sign there. She signed a 1-year deal. She's not staying there. And she should because they're not serious. And it's going to be hard. It's going to be kind of similar to a rebuild because a lot of players do not want to go to Indiana. I'm sorry. Not going to happen.
Hey, yes, Ms. D, what do you think about Kelsey Mitchell on the Storm with Flage and Malanga and Awa? How you think that would look?
That would be nice. I want her on a semi-veteran team. Liberty. I want her on Aces, Dream, because they're built right now. They're built right now. Storm is still young, and it's look. She goes to the Storm. It'll be caught in the middle. She'll be caught in the middle, meaning they make the playoffs. They might even make the second round, but they're not quite ready to make a championship run. And she's 31 years old. Like I said, you need something instant. I'm not saying going to is a guarantee, but she has a greater shot going to a veteran-led team.
Okay, so pretty much the Liberty, the Aces, and the Dream will be the 3 ideal spots that you would like to see her go.
Yeah, because they got good front offices. Hey, Chicago Cheetah. No, bad Kelsey. Kelsey's leaving. I think Kelsey's leaving. Kaylin and AB, we're gonna see is no more I'm injured or making excuses. They gonna have to it's gonna be their team. And so they have to rise above. Both of them. It's not just a CC thing, it's a Aaliyah Boston thing. They pay her $6 million. When you break it down, when you add it all together, it's almost $6 million. Or $5 million, something like that. So they pay Aaliyah Boston that money. She gonna have to work with that money. That's all I'm trying to say. So that's all I'm saying, RC. So this is not a CC thing, but I'm just saying sometimes we overlook. Well, I can't say they helped those step pad. I just think that Stephanie White don't understand her personnel. You trying to play players that are not starters on any other team as starters because they should have kind of got more draft picks because that's the only way a lot of these players going to Indiana, if they real desperate for money, same thing with the Sky. If they're real desperate because of the front, well, the Sky is because of their front office. That's why players don't want to go there. The Fever is also for the front office of the fan base, and so it's not a destination. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. They probably barely get to their teams to the playoffs. Like I said, as decent as Kelsey Mitchell Kelsey Mitchell, as good as she's playing right now. She scored 27 points. this team without her exploding on the court and just every possession she's a threat. This team is not where they at 1911.
And again, Ms. D, I agree with you 1,000%. Anybody who don't think Kelsey Mitchell belong in the MVP conversation is clearly not watching. Clearly.
Right. Look, B, I understand what you're saying about the defense. That's fine. I understand that. But at the same time, I make the case. Like I said, once again, head to head, she put up the numbers, and whether Asia playing the game or not, they 2-0 against the Aces. Also, I think her starting lineup is a little more flawed than what the Aces are bringing. I'm talking about the starting lineup. Now, both benches is horrible, but that's because I think Raven has some chance at tips in it, but everybody else is like, I don't know what Bree Hall is because they're not playing her. She in street clothes. I don't know. Yeah.
But I do think Kelsey Mitchell got a realistic shot at winning the MVP, especially if the Fever keep winning.
What'd you say?
That KM has a realistic shot at winning MVP, especially if the Fever keep winning.
Either they keep winning or they kind of hold even. They kind of hold even.
I know this might be a little off topic, but I gotta ask you: do you think Breanna Stewart belongs in the MVP conversation as well?
Yeah, Breanna Stewart. But right, so take CC out, or not take her out, but put her. Okay, so it goes like this to me: Asia Wilson, Kelsey Mitchell, Breanna Stewart,
Olivia Miles,
then CC. We're gonna talk about that as well.
So hold up, you will put CC before Paige? I'm just asking.
No, I forgot about that. So hold on. Asia, Kelsey Mitchell, Breanna Stewart, Paige, Olivia, and then Caitlin Clark will be just on the outside of the MVP talk because she had too many inconsistent games. Games.
I guess that's the only
talk, but she had too many inconsistent games.
That's probably the only reason why I would leave Paige out too, because Paige has been inconsistent as well. Like out of everybody you named, CC and Paige, the only two that's been like off and on. But everybody else has been consistently balling all year. And if anything, Natasha Howard could be in that conversation too, because she's been consistently balling all year long.
But I will pick Olivia over Natasha. I love Natasha.
I'm just saying. I know Olivia belongs.
Olivia's helping her with all the pick and roll. She's doing good with that. Yeah, Asia. Like I said, Asia's the top candidate, but I wouldn't mind to see a co-MVP. I wouldn't mind if Kelsey Mitchell was part of a co-MVP, and that wouldn't be a bad thing if because I know she's gonna stay consistent. If the team do well, I would give her a co-MVP with Asia.
Yeah, because you can't just dispute 25 points a game.
27 points a game. 27.
Yeah, you can't dispute that.
Yeah, co-MVP. Well, she's a little better than CC. They still got CC in the race. They don't have Olivia Miles. She's a lot better than CC. She's not a good defender, but she defends better than CC. Yeah. Absolutely. So if you're gonna put somebody above Paige, let's take Paige out and then put Angel in the top 3 or 4. Absolutely.
Yeah, I could live with that too, because Angel's been very consistent all year too.
Yeah, Chicago cheated. I understand. Yes, it was a fraudulent defensive player of the year. But you think that making Kelsey Mitchell a co-MVP with Asia, with her scoring, is fraudulent? So she's not Jessica Shepard. So if you put a co-MVP, I wouldn't it wouldn't be a bad far-fetched thing. It wouldn't be fraudulent because Kelsey Mitchell balling. And like I said, without her her timely shots, sometimes she carried the team to victory. They 19-11 with this team. This is not a team that should be above 500 to me. With No, I'm not taking Caitlin Clark. I'm not taking Miles. I'm taking Miles over Caitlin Clark.
Miss D, you don't think they're an above 500 team with 3 All-Stars on their team?
Who?
The Fever I'm speaking of.
No, because look, I don't know why Aaliyah Boston was an All-Star. She was okay. She had too many inconsistent. I would give Cece, but even then she was too inconsistent. So they don't really, to me, they don't have 3 All-Stars. They're just All-Stars in name. They got 2 All-Stars. And it's questionable. She's okay. But Kelsey Mitchell is the only clear-cut All-Star on that team. Kelsey Mitchell is the only player that could carry that team. Aaliyah Boston.
I know this is about Kelsey Mitchell, but I gotta ask why it's on my mind. Do you think Jessica Shepard is an All-Star?
Yeah, this year, yeah. Yes.
Okay.
She actually played. Look, she's not okay. Jessica Shepard before this year was not in the starting lineup. I think she was not in the starting lineup with the Lynx, and she played like a she's been a role player. But this year you had to get look, All-Star is year by year. It's not what you did last year. It's year by year. This year, she had a streak where she was getting doubles. Just Jessica Shepard. So I cannot say that she don't deserve to be on the All-Star this year. Now next year, I don't know because she has to prove it. It's about a year by year basis. Well, no, she's not a good defender, but she has carried this team on her back, and not just this year. Like I said, last year she beat a team in the dream that she shouldn't have beat. They couldn't stop her last year. She was giving Alicia Gray a headache. No, she's not.
Yeah, she won that series by herself last year.
Exactly, and she almost beat
call it what it is.
And she almost beat the
Kelsey
Aces.
Mitchell
and
was incredible last year.
Willie, guess what? Your precious C, she did not play in the playoffs last year. You know that?
And when she played in the playoffs her rookie year, they got bounced in the first round last time I checked.
So Kelsey Mitchell is the reason why they even beat the Fever. That's number one. They shouldn't have beat the Fever. Not beat the Fever. I'm sorry, beat the Dream. They shouldn't have beat the Dream. But and then she was the reason why they almost beat the Aces. So, So we not, I understand people want to say, well, these players are not good defenders. Miles is not a good defender, but guess what? We talk about more, the record that they bring, the fact that they could carry their team. So whether they play good defense or not, they carrying their team.
And by the way, there is a worse defender than CC. Her name is Courtney Vandersloot. I'm just saying.
But guess what? BD, sir, that's not saying much. Courtney is an old woman with knee problems, so we can't compare that. I'm not saying.
I know it's not saying much, but she's awful.
But she is. But right. But even before then, she was younger. Sloot was never a defender. So that we
and
can't
Sabrina's not a great defender either. Like Sabrina Ionescu, she's not on the defensive end. She's sorry.
No, but you still consider her an MVP type candidate, right? Not this year, but in past years. So that's not talk about defense. That's had nothing to do with defense. We talk about the scoring and the impact she has on her teammates. So whether she played good defense or not, Kelsey Mitchell make her teammates better because guess what? You have to triple team her or double team her, which means that leaves her teammates open. So she do draw the defense to her because they can't stop her one-on-one. Who's going to stop her one-on-one? Nobody.
Yeah, ain't nobody messing with her one-on-one. We seen that last night. She was cooking everybody that was in front of her last night. Everybody.
Oh, definitely. But look, their team is not known for defense. Right. They're not rebounding, they're not defending. I don't know, but guess what? I'm not making excuses, but that's their personnel. You got too many players that's supposed to be role players. You got them playing extended minutes. They're not starters. That's what I'm saying. That's what made Kelsey Mitchell run so special. She playing with a whole bunch of below average players, or players that usually on any other team would be bench players.
Can I answer the question in the chat? Somebody asked in the chat, well, how does she make her team better without passing the ball? Very simply.
Kelsey, she passed the ball. She passed the ball to Cece, don't she?
Let me answer. Kelsey Mitchell make her team better despite her lack of assists because of her gravity. You have to put two people on Kelsey Mitchell. She collapses the defense every time she goes to the paint. Can't nobody stay in front of her. And when she collapses the defense, all type of stuff can happen once the defense collapses. So that's how she make her team better, because in a basketball sense, when you collapse the defense, you leave people open to get open shots.
Exactly. And guess what? As decent as CC is, nobody double team CC or triple team CC. So, that's just.
They'll trap CC only because her handles is, off and on. Let's be honest. CC handles ain't all that great, so she's susceptible to being trapped. And I've seen CC get trapped in the corner a few times this year and not know really how to handle it. Kind of panic a little bit, throw the ball away, shit like that.
Exactly. So, I'm gonna move on, and I'm gonna say this: Kelsey Mitchell, we appreciate you. At least I appreciate you. Hopefully, some people in the chat appreciate you. I think it wouldn't be far-fetched if she got co-MVP, depending on how the team fare out. Either they have to continue with a winning record or stay even. But I think she deserves a real appreciation of what she do. 27.7 points average is nothing to sleep on. I mean, it's been incredible. What you think, BD? Are you there, BD? What?
Yes, I'm right here. Here.
No, what you say? No,
again,
I said
I'm with you. Listen, you will get no argument out of me, out of Kelsey Mitchell. Kelsey Mitchell is the fucking truth, and anybody who don't think she don't belong in the MVP conversation is not watching. Period.
Yeah, absolutely. Now I want to go. Let's talk about this first, because I'm not gonna be here that long. What you think about the trade so far? How will Anissa help the tempo, and how will Kelsey Plum, excuse me, can she sneak the Sparks into the playoffs? Do they have enough to make them? Or not the Sparks? I'm sorry.
The Mercury.
Or are they too far off? Let me see. Let me type in something here.
Okay, well, while you typing, the Morrow trade was good. The Plum trade was bad, real quick. I'll put it like that. The Morrow trade was a good trade. The Plum trade was a trash trade.
Now, why do you think the Plum trade was trash?
Because Phoenix is too far out. They 6 games from 8th place. They're not catching the Liberty.
I agree with that, and I agree with that. I knew that the Sparks kind of won a trade, and I tell you why. Because Kelsey Plum is on a 1-year deal, and we don't know if she would have re-signed with the Sparks. And the Sparks got a young, good point guard who's very underrated, and Monique Okoro Makani. I think she's gonna be pretty good. And so
yeah, you know
they
how
won
I
the
feel
trade.
about Okoa Makani.
Right.
Like
They
I was
won
on
the trade.
Okoa Makani. That's my girl.
Right. They won a trade because you got a young player and she's still under the contract. And Plum was going to leave and they kind of duped a little bit. They duped the Mercury. But I think the Mercury was thinking maybe we'll see if she want to resign. But I don't know the direction because AT is getting older. Nuwana Bonner, I don't know if she's going to play next year. So, I mean, I don't know.
Well, here's my thing. I don't think anybody expected the Mercury to be this terrible this year. I mean, they were in the finals last year.
So the Mercury, hold on, they're 11-19. They got a long way to go. They're not even close to. It's gonna have to be a winning streak. I see there was like 15 and something, or had 15 wins, maybe.
Listen, the trade would have made sense if they were a 500 team, but at 11-19. It doesn't make sense to me.
It also don't make sense because Kelsey Plum is on a 1-year deal, and so you give up McCoy Makani, who's still young, actually younger, and she's on a contract, and so yeah. So this trade, or finally, the Sparks did something right because they let go of Rickea Jackson. If you knew you was gonna let go of Plum, why would you let go of Rickea Jackson? Because that was one of the reasons why Rickea wanted out, because Kelsey Plum was ball hogging. So, their direction, I don't understand. You gave up on Katie Lou, you gave up on Aleman, and these were young players. So I don't know what they, No, they're not. They too far out, Farrell. How you doing? They too far out.
Well, yeah, I think the Mercury trade for Plum was a bad trade. I think it was a horrible trade. And that's just my personal opinion.
Yeah,
I don't think Plum and Copper are going to be able to coexist. That's number one. Both of them need the ball. And I just don't think that shit going to work.
Well, they won last night, but let me say this. Maybe they was thinking, I don't know. I'm just saying, I'm just speculating. Maybe they was thinking that, yeah, she's on a 1-year deal, but she might resign, and we need a scorer like Plum. So you think she will resign with the Mercury?
No.
So
that's my quick answer. No, she's not resigning
there. But they did get some draft picks.
The Sparks won the trade. The Sparks got off on that trade.
They won a trade because, like I said, McCoy Makani is still a young point guard. I like the way she played, and she's under contract. And
they get a 1st-round pick and a 2nd-round pick.
Oh, so yeah, that was bad. I don't know what the Mercury, but maybe they talked to maybe they found out. Maybe, I'm not sure. Maybe she will resign. Maybe that's the only reason I can see them doing it.
Yeah, unless they throw a shit ton of money at Kelsey Plum, she's not staying there.
So where do you think she would go?
That's a good question. I don't know.
That's what I'm saying. So a lot of teams, she's not going back to the Aces. Liberty, no. One of the teams that she might go to, the Atlanta Dream wanted her, but I don't know, they wanted too much. So the Dream kind of backed off probably.
She would fit on the Dream, but you would have to get rid of Gray or Howard for Plum to fit there. And I don't know if the Dream are willing to do that.
They'll probably they'll probably try to trade Canada.
You would need more than Canada to get Plum, though, is what I'm saying.
No. Well, no. Plum is a free agent, so she could sign with any team. I'm saying they had to move. They had to move some people around.
Oh, okay. Now free agency. Now if she comes to the Dream on a free agent thing, yeah, that changes the calculus. Because then you could trade Jordan Canada.
But do they have the money?
If you get Plum, I think the Dream got the money. Yeah. Okay. Why wouldn't they?
So she's looking for. I think she's looking for a winning situation, and also she wants the bag. I mean, it is what it is. So yeah, but Connecticut. Let's go Connecticut. They didn't get a good deal out of it either. I don't like the draft picks they got. Because we don't know how they're gonna pan out. Because they're not. I don't think they first round. They didn't get a first round pick.
No, they did get a first round pick for Kelsey Plum. They got a first round pick and a second round pick.
That's about Murrow. I moved on to Murrow.
Oh, okay, my bad.
Because but right now, like I said, the Sparks won. They better hope Kelsey Plum signed with them because they gave up a lot. They think they're gonna make the playoffs, but they're 11-19. They really have to go on a major winning streak for them to make the playoffs. But Murrow, I don't understand why Connecticut. You kept Aaliyah Edwards. Now Aaliyah Edwards is okay. Her problem is she can't stay healthy, and she's not consistent. But she got talent, but not over Murrow. For some reason, they just don't like Murrow. What you think?
I'm with you. I think they just had an issue with Murrow, and I think they pushing for Aaliyah Edwards. I think that's the direction they want to go.
Hey,
because other than that, trading Murrow don't make sense. Unless the direction you want to go is Aaliyah Edwards. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Or maybe they say, you know what, her style, maybe we don't want in our direction we're going in offensively, we don't want more. I don't know, but still, any team would want a Murrow because of what she played. You know, I don't understand it. But Aaliyah Edwards to kind of keep her and not, I don't know.
Well, Edwards is a talent. Don't get me wrong. It's just, again, she's injury prone. That's her issue. And she can't stay on the court.
Right. And she's not consistent. Hey, Brooklyn. No. Look, nobody wants CC right now. I doubt it. I doubt it. She's staying in Indiana. But
and plus the Fever not giving up Caitlin Clark. They're not going to do that. They got too much invested in Caitlin Clark to just trade. I don't see that happening at all.
Well, not the Fever, but her style and her fan base is not going to fit nowhere else. Hey, Brooklyn, how you doing?
What's going on? Peace, Miss D. Peace, BD. What's going on?
Nothing much.
How you doing, bro?
So
I'm doing good.
You still Kelsey Mitchell. I'll talk about that in a minute. Kelsey Plum is going to resign. That's why the Mercury made this weird trade.
So in my opinion, and I respect what you saying and what BD is saying. None of us know, right? We speculating, so we really don't know. But I said in my opinion, I think it's a good chance for Kelsey Plum to sign back for the two reasons. One, and so sometimes as sports teams, especially if you don't have no future or if you don't have like a bright future, you got to take a risk. So I think this was Phoenix's risk. Because I agree with y'all. This is if Kelsey Plum does leave, this was like you wasted assets, right? But I think again, this is just my opinion, right? I could be wrong. In my opinion, I think it was a risk worth taking for Phoenix for the simple fact that they're not going to have a high pick in the draft, right? They're not going to be able to get a Juju or Madison Booker or Hannah Hidalgo, right? They're picking the draft, I believe, what was it, the 6th pick? I think it might be the 6th pick in the draft right now, right? So you're going to miss out on that top 3, that top 4. So you may end up with, I don't know, like you got to hope somebody drops. So like, for example, let's say
Audie Crooks.
You got to say, but okay, we could talk about Audie, but yeah, maybe Audie Crooks. Maybe you get an Audie Crooks. I don't think she fit Phoenix's style, right? Because she's slow. They play a up tempo team. Audie Crooks is a low post player, right? But so you're not gonna get. You gotta hope like somebody like a Malaysia falls, because I don't see Hannah falling, right? There's certain people we know is not gonna fall. Another thing you gotta note is they just they just put something out in NCAA where a lot of these players can opt to not come out in the draft this year. So if a bunch of players we don't know what's going to happen with that. That's the uncertainty, right? That happened with Olivia Miles and last year's, the year before last now, right? Where a lot of players, AZ Fudd opted out. So it was like a lot of players who could have came out, didn't come out. So that made the draft a little weaker, right? So that could happen this year also. But why I think this benefits Phoenix is, as a free agency, Kelsey Plum is going to be able to choose wherever she wants to go, right? Right now, because they made this trade, Phoenix gets the rights to Kelsey Plum. So Phoenix actually can offer Kelsey Plum more money than anybody else in free agency. So that benefits Phoenix, number one. And then number two, Kelsey is used to winning. You know, she came from the Vegas organization. She knows what it's like to play with other great players. We know no matter how great you is, no matter if you Asia Wilson, right? No matter how great you is, you need to play with other great players and win championships. So I think if the reason, again, I'm just saying, if you look around in free agency, right, unless there's another team out there that forms that can contend with the Minnesotas right now, and you know, I'ma still say even though they the eighth seed, they champions. You can't count out the heart of the champion, the New York Liberties, and then the Las Vegas Aces, right? If you look around, how many teams do you say got the talent that contend with them? That got the all-stars on their team that can contend with the all-stars on those teams? It's not many. Again, unless another team forms that we not seeing right now. So when I look at the collection of Kelsey Plum, Kalia Copper, Alyssa Thomas, those three are formidable, right? Putting records aside and putting, how people playing aside. If you just look at the talent on the team, if you told me that those three had to be in a playoff series against one of those other teams, I feel like, okay, they got a shot, right? Not that they'll win, but they got a shot at winning it because you have a Kelsey Plum, you have a Kalia Copper, you have an Alyssa Thomas, right? So that's why, in my opinion, again, unless something is happening, we projecting, to next year's free agency. So we don't know what's going to happen from now to then. What teams who's going to go play where with who and things of that nature, right? But if we just looking at the landscape right now, I feel like Phoenix might be Kelsey Plum's best chance of winning. So that's why I say I could see her staying there.
I'd have rather see Kelsey Plum go to Dallas.
Yeah, but you got to realize.
Personally.
Hold on, let me say this. I hear what you're saying, Brooklyn. I think the only reason why she'll stay because I think after a while, I think AT is going to retire, and I don't think KFC gonna be there. I don't think she want to be there. So now it becomes your team, and even though she's not used to losing, it's going to be your team. And I think that's why they did that. So she'll resign maybe because they give her the most money maybe. And also it'll be her team. Now, Dallas is good, BD, but Atlanta had a chance. If you talk about just winning on a winning team, Atlanta had a chance, but maybe they didn't want to give up certain things. But in Phoenix, I think she might stay because it will be her team after a while. I don't think that combination of AT and KFC they might not be there, especially KFC. I know AT might stay a little bit, but maybe 1 or 2 more years. But she'll stay because it'll be her team and she'll get the money. Now, as far as winning, I don't know, unless you go to like a. Liberty Dream.
Do you think she'd rather have her own team rather than to just win?
Yeah, I really do. That's what she's trying to do in LA. But yeah, I think so. Because she always felt like she was underappreciated and with the Aces, overshadowed. Especially with the birds.
To your point, Ms. D, I don't, even if Alyssa Thomas and KFC stays, I don't think that's going to be an issue in Phoenix for the simple fact that when she was in Vegas, she had other people who may play her position, right? So she might get overshadowed where you had, she plays a point/2, depending on where you want to put her. Well, you had Chelsea Gray there. And when Chelsea Gray was out, she got more of the touches. When Chelsea Gray was back, she was kind of like, she had to play more of a role. So I think that's why she felt unappreciated. But if on a team like Phoenix, there's nobody there to play her position. Like she wouldn't have to she wouldn't get overshadowed by anybody, right? Because everybody's role is defined. Like you have Alyssa Thomas, who's going to be the facilitator, the engine, right? You have Kelsey Plum that could just be Kelsey Plum and just go off and score, and then you have KC that's gonna be in tandem with her. Like both of them is gonna be the go-to scorers, right? And the way Nate Tibbetts' offense run, it's gonna be shots for everybody. So I don't really see, even if they stay, I don't think whose team is gonna get in the way. Because like I said, and I'm sure you agree with this, BD, and I'm sure you agree with this, Ms. D. The teams who win championships and the teams that's used to get in the finals, they get greedy with that. You don't get a taste of what it feels like to win and then be like, all right, cool, I want my own team, kind of how it happened in LA. I want my own team. And now you get used to either getting bumped out early or not even making the playoffs, right? Mm-hmm. So I think her plan was to have her own team, but sometimes you got to learn the grass ain't always greener. You out there by yourself with no help. You start to realize, damn, I miss playing with an Asia Wilson. I miss, you know what I mean? Right. So like now you got the opportunity to play with two other people that's on your level. I don't think you walk away from that to go to a young team. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah, no. Well, like I said, I don't know if KFC want to be there. That's what I'm saying. If she stay, yes, I can see that being decent. Then you add around the three older, because they all in their 30s. So, yeah, you got to get younger on the outside as well. But it depends on what KFC do. If it's just her at 18, So the team gonna look very different next year, I think. So.
Yeah, we'll see, definitely.
This year, I don't think they have. There's not enough time to make. They're 11-19. And I don't see them make a playoffs this year. I don't see it. I might be wrong. They could get a hot streak, but yeah. But yeah. So we was talking about Kelsey Mitchell earlier, and I was saying that it's gonna sound controversial that she should get like the co-MVP. What you think, Brooklyn?
A co-MVP for the of the season. I'm not a fan of co-awards. I'm not a fan of that. The only time I think it should be a co-award because the only co-awards I remember is Jason Kidd and Grant Hill. They got it in the rookie year, and then I remember with Angel and Caitlin that I feel like they probably should have got it a co-award in the rookie year just because of what they both did for the game. But outside of that, I'm not a fan of co-awards. I think Asia Wilson is the MVP. I don't even know why. I mean, I get why it's discussion about Olivia Miles. I get why it's discussion around other people. I think Asia Wilson is the MVP, though. I just sometimes we get, I don't know the word for it, when somebody keep being successful and you kind of drunk, you know what I mean? It's like we almost get used to it.
It gets boring, you know what I mean? Right? Like
it gets boring. But I'm not that type of person. Greatness is greatness, and I think Asia Wilson is a notch above everybody right now. And I think for conversation purposes and for sports purposes, we want to look at other people and say, well, who else? But I think Asia Wilson is the MVP.
I understand what you're saying. I understand, but it's not who else. Reason why I say Cole, because she's very deserving. We talk about this year. We're not talking about overall the years.
Yeah, I'm talking about this year.
Right, she's been very consistent, Kelsey Mitchell, and
you think she's playing better than Asia Wilson?
She's playing just as good. I didn't say better. I said just as good. I mean, we talk about 27.2. And I was telling BD, and that's not to knock Asia. When you play with two other Hall of Fame qualified players, she's not playing with that. CC is not there. AB I don't know where she at. Sometimes she look decent and sometimes she don't. And then you add like a Hines Allen and a Sophie. A lot of these players that at previous years has really been just role players. They're not all stars. They okay, and so you add that combination, the fact that she's playing like this and at times has carried the team to this record, because this team is not a team that should have a winning record to me. I mean, so the fact that she could do that and knowing that the teams know they game plan and she still get points.
I'm
She
sorry,
get,
hey, Miss D, I'm sorry. I just read one of your comments. Adam Hurley he made me laugh when he started talking about Caitlin Clark's defense.
That was bad. But
He's talking about his average.
Right, but the only one in the MVP conversation whose defense is good is only two. And I'm gonna say Angel should be in the MVP conversation too. It's Asia and Angel. Everybody else could be a suspect on the defense. So, but we're not talking about a lot of times MVP is mostly about your offensive stats. I mean, that's nice. Don't get me wrong, but also
no. But I was laughing because where you get average from when you look at Caitlin Clark's defense, they ain't even close to average.
It's horrible.
Right, it's really not. And now yes, Caitlin Clark don't play defense.
He talking about his average.
Now you making Raven look bad because she out here looking like you a little bit sometimes. Well, hell no.
But again, I don't know if you was here earlier, Brooklyn, when I first came on here. I was telling Miss D the only reason why I will put Asia in front of Kelsey Mitchell is because Asia on the defensive end is probably the best defensive player in the whole league. And be it so their scoring is about the same, like Kelsey Mitchell and Asia Wilson scoring is pretty much similar. But Asia trumps her on the defensive side.
Yeah, gotcha. I mean, yeah, definitely. I mean, I agree with that. But I'm just talking about how knowing what she has to face, her teammates, and knowing that they know that they had to stop her at her size. Now, Asia, a big girl. Kelsey Mitchell's not that big. For her to do this
That's
at
true.
her size, knowing that they're going to maybe double team, sometimes triple team, and still find a way to score at least 20 points and more, is amazing. With this lineup, with
for context,
go ahead.
For context purposes to the conversation, MVP is usually selected two ways. Either they pick the best person on the best team, or they're gonna pick the person with, you gotta have like his monster historic stats we never seen before. So that's usually the way you become MVP. So you gotta ask yourself of whoever you mentioned, whether it's Olivia Miles, whether it's Asia Wilson, whether it's, you said Angel, I wouldn't say Angel, but Angel, whether it's Kelsey Mitchell, you got to ask yourself, do they fit those criteria? Is it are any of them the best player on the best team, or are any of them have stats so amazing that is like so historical? You get what I'm saying? You could be an MVP.
Yeah, but I'll also mention, maybe this don't mean nothing, but in a head-to-head matchup with, I think one game she didn't play, Asia Wilson. They are 2-0 against the Aces, and she's playing against Jackie Young, point guard, who are savvy veterans, and she unlived them. So, she proved that she could hang with them. So that was one of my.
And just to be clear to the chat, I put this without being offensive. No player is above critique. No player is above critique. Not Caitlin Clark, not Angel Reese, not Asia Wilson. No player is above critique. No player.
Wait, you saying we could actually critique Caitlin?
Yeah.
That's what you're saying, BD?
Yes.
Oh,
no
wow.
player is above critique. Yeah, because that drives me crazy. Anytime you say something, CC can't play defense, that's a fact.
Yeah,
that's not hyperbole. Like, come on, man. That's like saying Angel Reese can't shoot threes.
Nah, BD. If you say Caitlyn can't play, that means you're a hater.
Okay, hold on.
Yeah.
You wrong. Right. Let me maximize this, y'all. So the Las Vegas Aces is ranked six in the league. So they give it up 86.6. And I think that's a Chicago Cheetah asked that question. So they still playing okay on the defense end, I guess.
Yeah, they are. 86 points a game ain't bad. Considering the Fever giving up 100-something points a game, 86 points ain't bad at all.
Yeah, but I'm not making excuses. But what did I say about the starting lineup? Their starting lineup.
The Fever starting lineup or the Aces starting lineup?
The Fever starting lineup.
Oh, well, again, the Fever too small. And I've been saying that all year. They're just too small. You need size in the W to win at the end of the day. And the Fever don't have the size to do it, period. I don't care how many points they put up. If you can't stop nobody and you can't rebound, it don't matter.
It's not the size. You know what it is? When you have players like Sophie Cunningham and Hines Allen, that means that AB has to rebound, and she hasn't really rebounded as good. Now that's why they play a lot of Thompson, because they don't have other players. Hey, Brass, how you doing?
What's up, family?
What's good, Brass? What's going on,
Brass? What's going on with you, sir?
Hey, man, just trying to live another day and make it by the grace of the God.
I hear you.
I hear you. You're right.
Hey, let me ask the panel a question.
Okay.
Name a WNBA MVP that were not two-way players. In other words, not only were they prolific on offense, they were also prolific on defense. Because I can't remember, but from my memory, as far as I remember, all of the MVPs played both sides of the ball at an elite level.
It's hard. You're right. It's hard to think of that. So okay, that's saying that. So you think that
maybe Jaquel Jones? She'd probably be the only one.
I would like to look that up.
I'm talking about on an elite level. I'm talking about on the elite level.
Yes, she did. Did she win it with Connecticut, right?
Yeah, she won it. Yeah, but I would like to know that
she's a two-way player, though. She's a two-way player.
Say what now? What you say, Brooklyn?
I said I would say Jonquel's two-way.
Yeah, I was going to bring up. I remember that year. She was very prolific on defense.
Right. She's not. Her last three years, she been kind of lazy.
Oh no, she ain't been that way. That was her. That was definitely her best year when she won the MVP.
Right.
The question I would ask is, how do you guys feel about Breanna Stewart's defense?
I've always thought Breanna was a elite defender because of her length, her athleticism, and the way she performed, and even this year she's very good on the defensive end.
Right. I mean, Breanna Stewart.
I got her first team all defense this year.
So I'm new. So everybody I would know would be a two-way, right? Because I know Asia, obviously. Right. I know Breanna. I know Jonquel Jones. I don't really know who else. I think in the time I've been here, I don't know anybody else. Y'all would have to go back and tell me in the past who was MVP.
Candice Parker. Yeah, she was prolific on defense. Yolanda Griffith, very. That was her biggest trait was defense.
Right.
Didn't Cynthia Cooper win it?
Yeah, Cynthia Cooper won 2 times or 3 times, I think.
Let's see. She's the only one I would say was not elite defensively. She was an anomaly.
I can't name her. So okay.
What about Simone Augustus?
She was two-way. But let me say this.
Did she win MVP?
Yes.
Okay.
And Lauren Jackson was definitely two-way.
Maya Moore.
Okay. Maya Moore. Yep.
Let me say this.
Yeah.
Brass, let me say
Tina
this.
Charles was definitely two-way.
Let me say this, Brass.
Yo.
So my suggestion, and it's kind of controversial, that as good as she's playing, I know she don't play defense. That they should maybe do a co-MVP. You said you don't think she should be in consideration because she don't play as good as defense as she needs to?
That'll be a hell no for me. Okay. Hell no. Not only no, hell no. And I love Kelsey Mitchell. Trust me, I love me some Kelsey Mitchell. And I've been loving on Kelsey Mitchell since she was in middle school because she's from Ohio. Hey,
Brass, you might want to take that back.
What you mean?
I was joking. You said you've been loving on this since middle school.
As a basketball player, only the dirty-minded people. Only dirty-minded people would have to say that, Brooklyn. I got you though. But I've been knowing Kelsey Mitchell about her since she was in middle school because she was a high school phenom, much in the same line as LeBron James and Nas Hillman and who am I forgetting?
She's younger, but Cody McMahon
plays for Seattle. No, Cody didn't have as much hype as them other ones. She was hype, but not like them. The one that plays for Seattle, Jordan Horston. They all know each other. Zaya Cook, because they are Bree Hall, because they all from Ohio. They all know each other. And J.C. Sheldon. But those are the elite of the elite as far as prospects coming out of this state. But Kelsey, I love Kelsey Mitchell, but she's not on Asia's level. And I understand what you're saying, Miss D, that without her, the Indiana wouldn't be anywhere. I didn't say she shouldn't be in consideration for MVP. She's definitely top 3 or 4. I would agree with that. But co-MVP, again, hell no, because of what Asia does on both sides of the ball. And also, I Googled it. I asked Google, I said, in MVP discussions or voting, do the voters consider defense? And they said yes. They always calculate the defensive ranking 99% of the time as far as when they choose an MVP. So I get that Kelsey Mitchell. We know that Kelsey Mitchell is an all-time great as far as scoring the rock, but her defense is not very good. I mean, it's good, it's decent at times. But I watched that. I just got through watching the game between them and Minnesota. She got cooked a couple times in that game. So
definitely, I'm not. You're right. You absolutely right.
And really all year, but she's the type. Kelsey Mitchell is the type that when she's not really prolific defensively in any given game, her offense makes up for it. That's what I would give. That's the kudos I would get her. Unlike a Ryan Howard and a CeCe, who if they're CeCe, she doesn't play defense whether her offense is clicking or not. It doesn't matter with her.
But look, here's the issue I got,
like
right?
Ryan Howard, if Ryan Howard's shot ain't falling, her defense disappears.
Hey, Brass, look, here's the issue I got, right? Because when you just said Kelsey Mitchell didn't play no defense, I ain't see nothing from Adam Hurley. He ain't think you was hating. But soon as you say CeCe can't play defense, all of a sudden you a hater.
Right.
How does that work? How you not hating when you say it about Kelsey, but you hating when you say it about CeCe? Make that make sense.
I'll say like Red Man. I'll be that. I don't give a damn about these people who've never played basketball in their life. They're not above me.
You know, for a second, I thought Brass was about to bust out the Superman lover when he said Red Man. I don't know why I was thinking about Superman lover, but I swear I thought that's what he was about to bust out.
Nah. That's a good choice too, but I was thinking I'll be that.
Yeah. I like that song.
Because they said, Red Man, you ain't ish. And he said, I'll be that. I'll be that. So I don't care about them, Brooklyn. I bet these CC fans are, number one, they're deranged. Number two, they don't know nothing about basketball. They think that basketball only involves shooting percentages and how many points you score a game. And it doesn't matter how many turnovers. It doesn't matter how trash you are on defense. They don't matter them. So I don't even consider them when I'm talking basketball because
all you have to do is say, look, last year the Fever did better without you, without CC fans. They didn't need CC, and it looked like sometime when she not in the game, they play a lot better. So what you think about that?
Well, last year was a perfect example of that. She was out for most of the year, and they almost went to the finals. But the year before, when they had CC the whole year, they got swept in the first round. So if that's not proof enough for these people, then there's nothing you can say to them.
They delusional, so they not gonna never.
Yeah, I said that about a half an hour ago. CC rookie year, they made it to the playoffs and they got swept in the first round.
Mm-hmm.
And mind you, I'm a CC fan. I've not been that. You understand what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, we got to call aces and spades. Kelsey Mitchell is a better player than Caitlin Clark, and that's just what it is.
Yeah, exactly. Anybody can see anybody that watch basketball for real.
Yeah. Look, I'm not a CC fan because, like I said, I live in the Big Ten, not an Iowa fan. But she's a good basketball player. But she's not what they think she is.
Not at all. Now,
let me ask you this:
she's the most overrated player in the history of the game, in my opinion. Go ahead.
Let me ask you this: do you think Paige is what they say she is?
Yes.
And Paige actually plays defense. She's not good, but she's getting better.
Yes. Mm-hmm. I'll say it again. Yes.
Because look, she got a better dribble, but she handles the ball better. She doesn't turn her ball over. She actually passes to her teammates. She could shoot a mid-range consistently. She could finish with either hand. She don't have to. You have to keep her defined in one space. I think you have to keep. I think CC can't go to her left or right. One of those. She's not. How do you say that word?
Ambidextrous.
Ambidextrous.
She's not none of that. So yeah. But
she needs Miss D, real quick. She needs to improve her defense, but it's still better than CC's, in my opinion.
Definitely. She's trying. I don't think sometimes CC don't care. She ain't even trying to. Sometimes it's about effort. She don't care. She just want to do what she want to do. She don't listen.
Paige seems like the type of player to me that will add to her game each year she's in the league. Definitely. I don't see that with now. See, I will admit this: CC has improved her mid range because remember she never took the mid range up until this year. Right. He's improved in that area. However, I can see Paige has made leaps and bounds from her rookie year to now because she went in the weight room. She's physical. She's stronger. Yep. And she's a dog and she's a leader. And she has intangibles. The one thing about CC that I've never seen from her is intangibles. She does not uplift her teammates. She does not bring any kind of energy to her team. All she does is shoot that three and she is horrible at shot selection. Her shot selection is some of the worst I've ever seen from a first pick in the draft.
Exactly. And then, she wants this rotation as the logo 3 lady, but she's not even shooting good at the 3-point. She's not shooting good. Her threes is not falling.
No.
And when that's not happening for her, what else do she have?
And when she gets frustrated, she starts just jacking up.
Exactly.
She starts remember in the game, Miss D, when she stole the ball from Mitchell. Mm-hmm. It had not a breakaway, but she had possession of the ball. It could have made a play off of that because Mitchell was still kind of lagging behind after she got stripped. Mm-hmm. And she jacked up a damn near mid-court shot. I'm like, what the hell is she doing?
Exactly.
And hit an air ball. See, she's
something else. I'm gonna tell y'all something.
She's a momentum killer. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off. She's a momentum killer. That's what I don't like. That's one of the main things I don't like about CC. She turns the ball over too damn much, and she's a momentum killer with those badass, dumbass shots she be taking.
Exactly.
I'm gonna tell y'all something else I noticed in the Minnesota game, right? And nobody's talking about this. and it might be fatigue. I don't know what it was, but I know.
Let me say this. Hold on. Keep saying it. Go ahead.
Okay. I was saying I noticed down that stretch. Notice Cece always want the ball, right? Because she always looking for those stats, right? She want that assist. She want to hit you so she could get when you cutting, so she could get that assist, right? I noticed down that stretch when that game was starting to get tough, she kept dumping that, like as she was walking the ball up, or as they was inbounding the ball, she kept walking away from the ball or giving the ball to somebody else. She kept giving the ball to Leah Boston and walking to that corner. I don't know if y'all noticed that, but she was deferring. She at the end of that game, she started deferring a lot, and I was like, "That's not that was telling." I was like, "Okay, are you giving up in the middle with it?" I said, "We done seen her give up before. They don't want to call it that, right? Because they don't want to create that narrative." But what was it? It was a game where the quote unquote fist in the neck, right? Where they was in the huddle. And she got taken out, and we seen her walk to the back, right? That was quitting on your team, right? It was, so now we see it in the game. This is my first time seeing Cece not want the ball because she always want to get those stats. This is my first time seeing her. She was breathing hard. So I said, it might be fatigue. I don't know. But she was definitely walking away from the moment. And the game was still close. It's not like, it was out of the, they could have won that game. So that was telling to me.
It was.
Well,
she ain't won no more of this. Hold on.
I think
she ain't won no more of this.
My bad, Adam, if that's hate. My bad.
But go ahead. Go ahead.
Now, I was about to say, I think the game changed when Aaliyah Boston got caught with that traveling violation, when she was supposed to shoot that three and she hesitated and she traveled. Yeah, I think that changed the whole complexion of that fourth quarter. To me, that's just to me.
But you know what I attribute that to, big dog? The lack of leadership from your point guard. Your point guard is supposed to empower her teammates to take those kind of shots.
She's not a point guard.
AB has been second fiddle or third fiddle to behind Cece ever since Cece got there. If that was Olivia Miles, she would trust and believe Natasha Howard would have shot that or feet.
But her problem, yes, okay, yeah.
That's a great point.
But Cece, of course, you know what? Stephanie White get on my nerves. She's not a point guard. She has to learn to play off the ball. You're not a point guard, Cece. And then Leah Boston, yes, she should have shot that, but it has nothing to really do with Cece a lot of times. She is not consistent. I don't know what's going on with her. Is she injured? She's not 100%. Leah Boston, because you said she traveled, but she also turned the ball over when it could have made the game even more interesting. But she also hit 3 threes? Yeah, but now she trying to be like JJ, but get your butt in the post.
No, but Miss D, she can hit that shot.
I agree with that, Miss D.
I understand, but but I don't want you to be like Jay.
She can't hit this shot, but
Miss D, she doesn't take a high volume of threes like JJ.
I know that. But what I'm saying,
but in this case, when you're down, when somebody needs one of your big three to step up, she should have shot that ball. Yeah. And I attribute that to her lack of a battery in her back put in her by her point guard. I'm just saying.
I think y'all both making a great point. To Brass's point, hold on really quickly. To Brass's point, in that particular situation, I agree with Brass. You should, you wide open. You shouldn't hesitate. You got to shoot that shot. So I do agree with that. But to Miss D's point, if you got an advantage, right? Aaliyah Boston is one of the bigger players in this league, and she has post moves. So to me, if you're not down there, and to me that goes back to Caitlin Clark, because this is the offense she want to play. This is the reason why everybody playing this way. But if they was playing more in a way where, okay, it was down the stretch, it's a close game, let's feed Aaliyah, right? Aaliyah has an advantage on that block. So her big ass shouldn't be on that three. Her big ass need to be on the block, punishing whoever's guarding her, trying to put them in foul trouble, getting them to the line. That to me, at the I don't mind Aaliyah Boston shooting a three here and there, but that's your advantage. If that's your advantage, go down there and punish them. Don't take your advantage away.
Well, it was a pick and roll, so and they were sagging in the paint. So that's why she was wide open, because nobody came out the paint to guard Boston.
Yeah,
so
in that particular situation,
she figured that since they were sagging, that she could step into the lane for a midi or get to the rack. When I'm telling you, Aaliyah Boston has a pretty shot. I don't mind her as long as she don't try to take 15 of them damn things a game. like Jonquel Jones. Jonquel Jones, she wants to live on a three. AB does not. AB does not want to live on a three. She'll take it when she's open, but in that case, she should have shot that.
Right, but guess what? That's also a Stephanie White problem. But Leah has not been consistent, and yes, she hit a few. I'm not saying she didn't. She has not been consistent. I don't know what's going on with her.
You gotta go game. You gotta go game to game. I've seen Ryan Howard. She's as inconsistent as it gets. But when she sees the ball go through the hoop a couple times, she gonna keep shooting that shit.
Right, but guess what? Another thing that Leah Boston, she cannot keep her elbows to herself. You know, you can't stay out of bounds.
That's another subject. That's another subject.
So that's another thing.
Yeah, I was just about to say that's a whole other conversation.
That's a whole other conversation.
Like, come on, that's their problem.
But my point is, CC does not have intangibles. And I'm not going to put that on Aaliyah Boston. I'm going to put it on her. She's supposed to be the leader. She's supposed to be the playmaker. She's supposed to be the one that inspires. That's what point guards do. They inspire their teammate. Much like how Angel inspires, even though she's not a point guard, she has those kinds of intangibles. Point guard Chelsea Gray, Chelsea Gray, she has them kind of intangibles. Kelsey Mitchell has those kinds of intangibles.
Now look, now we're gonna talk about a real point guard. This young lady, you know what? I said I didn't think she would be this good this soon. I knew she was gonna be good. The one, the only the logo of the WNBA is
Spectacle.
The Spectacle. So somebody made this. I thought this was a cool graphic, but that's going to her stats. So yesterday she had 28 points. She probably could have had more. They set her down a little bit, gave her some rest, and they still was cooking the Fever. And
hit the game winner, right?
Exactly.
With that little reverse layup.
Yes.
Exactly. And
and she burnt Kelsey Mitchell to do that too, by the way.
She burnt everybody. Pause. So
y'all off the hook, man.
Y'all wild for that.
So so against Seattle, she had 32, 13, but it's been consistent. 24, 16, 28. She's averaging 21.5 and also getting her assists. So not only is she scoring, but she's getting her teammates involved. Of course, she kind of revitalized a little bit of Natasha Howard. Her that pick and roll with her and Natasha. Now she's doing a good job with her and Fee when she's in there. So that's how CC should be playing. You can still get your points, but you can also get everybody involved. You can affect how the game is played. She's cooking it. And look, she was so impressive. Let me take this down. That even one of the greatest point guards in women's basketball has something to say. And she has something to say. And of course the haters, the CC.
By the way, you're doing a great job hosting the show, Ms. D.
Oh, thank you.
Oh, she already does.
Absolutely.
Oh, thank you. Now look at that. Don Staley. Now Don Staley gave you some love. She know who's cooking.
Listen, this without a doubt, Olivia Miles is having an MVP campaign. Now, is she better than Asia? No, but she's definitely having an MVP campaign. I was wrong about Olivia Miles. I knew she was going to be good. I didn't think she was going to be this good.
She's in the top. I would give her the top 5. She's not quite in the, but she definitely ran away with the Rookie of the Year. But maybe
top 5 and what?
MVP candidate.
MVP.
She's not the top
candidate.
Right, okay. But she definitely ran away with the Rookie of the Year only because I think if they would have played Sydney Taylor, that would have been a Rookie of the Year. But she didn't get played.
Here's my thing about Olivia Miles. If Olivia Miles is this good, there's no way Hannah Hidalgo don't be this good too. There's just no way. There's no way.
I'm not comparing the two. We gonna see. I'm not. You can't do that.
No, I don't think he was comparing. I just think he was giving credit to both guards because Olivia Miles is amazing, and we know Hannah Hidalgo. To me, that's a nine because we got to realize. I think Niele Ivey need to get some credit, right? Because if you look at Sonia Citron and how good she is, you look at Olivia Miles, and then what we assume and what we feel Hannah Hidalgo is going to be. Niele Ivey is running a good program over there in Notre Dame.
Only problem with Niele Ivey with all that talent. A lot of your players, but they couldn't make it to a Final Four. But I'm leave that alone. Yeah, that long. But look what Don Stelly. Look what Don Stelly said. Got me in my house cussing on a Sunday. Lord have mercy. Now look at that.
Hey man, that's game recognizing game. And pound for pound, not only is Dawn Staley one of the best point guards in the women's game that's ever lived, she's one of the best point guards, period, man or woman, that has ever lived.
Exactly. Look, she was so good that the late great Hank Gathers, who if he wouldn't have passed away, would have had a great career, I think. Even
Hank Gathers, that's the dude from Loyola Marymount, right? That died from the heart attack.
He's from Philly. He's from Philly.
Okay, I knew that name.
Don Stelly used to have I guess they had some kind of mixtape back in the day, and he used to look at her play basketball, and he admire her as a woman. She used to play with the guys, and so I got a quick story about him. I knew his homeboy. He had a homeboy that played on his team that I knew personally. His name was Bo Kimball.
I know Bo Kimball.
He used to play for the Knicks.
Yes.
And Bo Kimball was a beast, but Pat Riley wouldn't play him.
Yes.
And he just let him rot. And it was a shame because Bo Kimball was that guy, bro. I'm telling you. But that's another story. I don't want to get into that. But Bo Kimball was that guy. Know that.
But to add on to what Miss D was saying, I saw an interview with Dawn Staley back when Loyola Marymount was at the top right after Hank Gathers passed away. She said Hank Gathers was a playground legend in Philly, and she was the one of the ones that looked up to him. So he loved her, but Dawn said we looked up to him because he's a playground legend in Philly.
Now go check out the game. It was Loyola Marymount versus when they played LSU. He gave Shaq the business. Now
he did.
Think about it. He only 6'8", but he was bulky. Him and Liam Baez's bodies was bigger than their height, but they were strong.
Yeah,
and he gave Shaq surprise. Even Shaq was like,
hell, Hank Gathers was giving Larry Johnson and Stacey Augman the business in UNLV too.
Exactly, those teams was loaded. Yes, he was. Go back and watch those old.
He got his. Man. But let's not get too far ahead of ourselves, because I'm a big UNLV fan, and I remember Loyola Marymount, and I remember Lethal Weapon 3 at Georgia Tech with Dennis Scott, Kenny Anderson, and what was his name?
I can't think of it.
Brian Oliver.
Right.
I remember that because that was the 1990 NCAA championship run. So I remember Bo. I remember Hank Gathers. I remember Todd Day. I remember Big Dog. I remember all of them for Arkansas. I remember all them cats. But I agree with you now. Hank Gathers would probably ended up being an all-pro in the NBA, but he ain't give Larry Johnson the business like that, bruh. I'm sorry.
I would say he held his own. That's one thing you're not gonna.
He definitely held his own.
Bo Kimball got locked up by Plastic
Stacey Augman.
Man. Yeah, Plastic Man.
Stacey Augman.
Plastic Man. Yes,
he was underrated. I love me some Stacey Augman.
Listen, that whole UNLV team: Greg Anthony, Anderson Hunt, fucking Plastic Man, and
Moses Curry,
Larry Johnson. That team was insane. How Duke beat them, I still don't understand how Duke beat them.
I don't know.
No, they beat them in 91. They didn't beat them in 90. They got blown off the court in 90 in the national championship. Right. The next year, they got Grant Hill. That was the difference. And Bobby Hurley got better.
But let me say this.
Grant Hill.
Let me go back inside this. Let's get back on track a little bit. So this is for the CC people.
Yeah, I'm sorry, Ms. D.
No, go ahead. No, go ahead. Let's go to the box score. Now, she had 19 points. It looks good, but guess what? She shot 8 for 18, and she was 2 for 9 for 3. So, she wasn't really cooking. Somebody said she cooked Olivia Miles. No, she got cooked by Olivia. All day, every day. And then,
in more ways than one.
Exactly.
Well, not for nothing, Olivia Miles cooked everybody they put in front of her.
I know, even a little bit of Raven, but Raven, they started calling some BS that one foul. Like, come on. But anyway, she was 11 for 14.
Olivia was making it look easy. Right. She was making it look easy.
Raven didn't even play that much, so they don't even count. Right. Go ahead.
Yeah, she got cooked maybe once, and then she got a bad call against her. Then guess what? Stephanie White took her out.
Took her out of the game. Yeah.
So who knows? 3 minutes. I think 3 maybe 4 minutes.
Yeah. So that doesn't qualify. But go ahead.
Yeah. So look at her percentage. 11 for 14. So she's very efficient, more than CC.
Only missed 3 shots.
Right. And she look, they set her down. She could have had more points than what she had. She had 28. Yep. She probably could have had another 5 or 6.
And they only sat her down because Fee start cooking. And they trying to get Fee game legs back. I think that's what it was. That's why they sat Olivia down, because Fee start cooking and they trying to get Fee game legs back. So they just kept letting her cook.
Exactly.
And she was cooking AB. And Olivia had 6 assists, only 3 turnovers out of that 6. Or out of those 9 passes or whatever. However, how those turnovers happen. And she got a block.
Yeah, it's like, hey, Scrub. If you want to come on.
Scrub-o, what up?
I'll get a few more minutes.
I know that's right.
Miss D, I appreciate how everybody loves you so much. I dig the shit out of that. I really do.
Oh, she family.
All right, I love everybody else. Yeah. And they invite me to their panels. I appreciate it. Let me talk crazy.
Right, because you do be talking crazy sometimes. Yeah.
Look, that be you watching the ladies.
Miss D, you know I love you, because I talk just as crazy, if not crazier. So
hey, Scrub,
I'm for it.
What up, Scrub?
No, my brother. How is everyone today?
Good, and you, sir?
I can't call it.
Hey, you getting on for the game tonight? You going live?
Yeah.
No, I'm talking about Scrub.
I know.
I don't know what's going on. If it's going to be me and HD, or HD doing this game with Showtime.
Yeah, because I don't know if I'm gonna be on with Prince, or is Prince gonna go on with Show. He probably gonna be on with Show, because Show likes Show does the games when it's Atlanta, and it might be him and Prince.
Yeah, that I like, if they do it together, I'm gonna chill out and just listen to them.
Oh, okay. Are you
going dream who they play tonight? Oh yeah, I'm going to the game. I'm tripping. I'll be at Barbie night. So
hold on, when is Barbie night?
It's tonight.
Tonight? Okay, hold on.
Yeah, 7:30.
Okay, but listen, you have to have.
BD sound like he got his Barbie. He was like, he excited.
Right.
I am excited. I am, because I've always listen. I'll be honest with you, and I know this is going to sound a little funny, but I've been dying to see Angel Reese in person for a very long time, and now I get to see Angel Reese in person. So yeah, I'm geeked about that. I'm not gonna even hold you.
That's what's up. That's what's up. Make sure you have your Barbie with you.
That was fun.
Right. Your Barbie but listen, remember, she wins ADP. I want you. Y'all need to do a laugh. I need to see y'all together.
ADP gonna run from me, so I don't.
Run from you.
Yeah, she gonna run from me.
Oh my
She
God.
already think I'm an egomaniac.
I think it's you, ADP. She wins. Who else from Atlanta? Who else going?
Big Girl, I think, is going
and
too.
Big Girl. So, did you you have their
and
Instagram?
I think MSL said he was going to be there too.
Okay, I need you to message. I need you to message them so you can meet them at a certain place so y'all can do like a pregame. I need to see that. I need to see the pregame.
I think Key gonna be there too. If I'm not, I think
Oh,
she's.
for real?
I
Yeah,
think.
she live there too. Yeah.
Cause she live in Atlanta. She might be at that game too.
Yeah. But I need them to go live.
Right.
It's gonna be an experience. I mean, I don't got no outfit. I do got a pink dream hat though.
About to say you gotta run to Macy's real quick, get you a pink outfit.
There you go.
Yep. They got a Barbie jersey.
You don't want to be the only one in the crowd out that's not coordinated, you know?
You ain't got the Barbie.
And that's all they getting. No, they get my pink hat and that's it.
They gonna get BD on care. Everybody gonna be in pink. He gonna have on white.
I know.
With a pink hat.
Okay, look.
Hey, you ain't got the Barbie colorway sneakers.
Yeah.
Right. No, but I did get a Barbie, Angel Barbie for my kid though.
Oh,
okay.
Nice.
That's what's up. You should get one just to like. You got a show, right? You should get one just to like put on the put in the background.
Yeah.
So, like the one you keep in the box.
Yeah.
You know what? I ain't think of that because the one I bought, I just let her open and play with because
that's good. You got one for your daughter, but get one for yourself that you just keep in the box.
To your little ones.
Yeah.
Yeah, I wasn't even thinking about the memorabilia part. I was just trying to make my kid happy.
No, but that's dope because look, when you start, because I know you do your show, when you start going on camera, you have it in the background behind you. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's right. Yep, that's true.
Okay, so
that's not a bad idea.
So of course it's a home game.
And then you can brag because how many people gonna have the sign? You know what I mean? The signed one. You could be like, Bobby signed this one.
Right.
Yeah. Or sign your hat or something. Have her sign if you can. But so they play the Aces. Do they blow out the Aces or it's gonna be close or what's gonna happen, y'all?
Oh, this is gonna be a close
Well, the Aces, the Aces just
I think
took
the Aces are gonna win.
I see the Aces coming out. The Aces gonna come out trying not to lose this one, so we gonna see.
Yeah, I think the Aces are gonna win, but I just want the experience.
The Aces gonna win?
I think the Aces are gonna win because the way they lost.
Yeah, they angry.
They're gonna come out angry. So
to Miss D, I yeah, BD.
Well,
I was saying. No, I'm sorry. I was saying I think the Aces are going to come out angry. They're not going to blow the dream out. No, but I think they're going to win. That's just my personal.
And my opinion is this. Of course, just the Aces. Any team could win, but I think somebody said it. I forgot who. I don't know if it was BD or Miss D. Somebody said it. I think it's actually going to be a close game. You got to realize from the Aces side, they just took an L, so they're going to be trying to, they're not going to want to lose again. They coming in this game with a mission. But from the Atlanta Dream side, you got to realize, being that this is Barbie's night, and with her having the sold out Barbies and everything like that, I feel like this is going to be an emotional game. I feel like the crowd is going to be into it, and I feel like that's going to fuel Atlanta. So that's going to be giving Atlanta a reason to try to win this game, right? Obviously being at home with the energy, and then obviously the Aces are going to have their motivation too. So I think it's going to be a close, whoever win, but it's going to be a close game, and I could see both teams really having a chance to pull this one out. It should be a close game down the stretch.
Now the key is Ryan Howard going to hit her threes? If she doesn't hit her threes,
exactly.
If she doesn't hit her threes, and she get to skulking and pouting and shit, they're going to lose. Yeah. They need Ryan Howard. That was what was missing in the first match.
Yeah.
Yep.
And they also got to keep Angel Reese off of Asia Wilson on the defensive end because she's just going to get Angel Reese in foul trouble if they have her guarding Asia Wilson one-on-one.
Right. They have to play.
It depends on how many times they have her on her.
Right.
The refs are already going to try to screw Angel over anyway. So.
Yeah, that's a fact.
No, I'm just saying, like, you don't want Asia Wilson and Angel Reese one-on-one the entire game. Like, you got to throw different bodies at Asia, is what I'm saying.
Oh no,
Like,
of course.
don't have Angel Reese playing 1-on-1 against Asia Wilson the entire game because you're gonna get her in foul trouble when you do that.
I'm not even thinking about so much foul trouble, more so Asia figuring out what they doing. Leave her on one defender too long, she don't even need to get you in foul trouble. She's like, all right, this is how you moving tonight. This is what I'm going to do.
Right.
And I wonder
and I don't want to have Angel too fatigued either, because Angel will put you to work.
Yeah,
that's why they got use
and I don't agree with that at all. Bree Jones can't handle no Asia Wilson. Can't really nobody handle Asia Wilson.
Well, you know what? No, nobody can handle Asia Wilson, but they need to kind of mix it up. Don't have Angel. Angel on Asia too long.
Yeah, that's all I'm saying. Just throw different bodies at her. That's all I'm saying.
Use those
I was
fouls.
just about to say that, Miss D. Mm-hmm. Is Okot going to get minutes in this game?
Mm-hmm.
I don't think so. I don't think so because it's they're not winning. With Bree Jones coming back, she took up a lot of those minutes. So that's what I'm saying. With Okot, I understand why she lost minutes with Bree Jones coming back.
They're not going to win because they have to match up. And they need her size and her fouls.
Right. I'm not saying right, because of course she's gonna sit on the bench, but they still have to play her sometime, because even Bree Jones last year got into foul trouble. So you still have to kind of work Okot into the system, because just in case the playoffs.
Yeah, you're not playing
8 minutes or something like that.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, I mean
you're not playing against Ezzy McBagor and what's his name? This is a different animal. So you better put Okot in that game. Or if they don't put Okot in this game and try to match up with their size, particularly with Wilson, they're not winning.
Right.
I think the only way we see Okot is if Angel and Bree Jones in foul trouble. Then we'll see some Okot. If they not in foul trouble, Okot gonna be on the bench.
For me, the key to this game is Ryan Howard and Alicia Gray. Definitely. Not so much Angel Reese is going to be about Ryan Howard and Alicia Gray. For me, I think if they get off, the dream should be okay.
You know what it is, BD? I think it's more Ryan than Alicia, because I think Jo is probably going to neutralize her a little bit. So Ryan is the key, and then also the dream bench is going to be. I think it's a little bit better than the Aces. So if they can get some bench points, the dream will win easily.
Well, they're gonna have to show that their bench is better than the Aces bench, because if they don't,
well, that's up to Carl. I mean, I think they got a little bit more.
No, some of that's Carl, and it's still also on the bench. They got to perform.
Yeah,
because as many problems as we have with the Aces and their roster construction, that's still the Aces.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree with what Scrub said.
Yeah.
Yeah, just throw different bodies at Asia and make sure Alicia Gray and Ryan get off.
Yeah.
But it's going to be a good game, and I'm for it. I can't wait. I'm very excited.
Me too.
I'm going to tell y'all another thing. I might disagree with this, but one thing I noticed with Angel is, to me, Angel's at her best when she started and she was like this in college, and I like that I'm starting to see this in pros a little bit. Angel's at her best when she started like talk shit and, play with that little edge on the court. And the one thing that always gets me nervous with Asia is how much respect Angel got for Asia, because she don't never like go at Asia the way she'll go at another opponent. So I think that's another growth. It might not happen this year, but that's going to be another growth in Angel. As much love and respect they have for each other off the court, Asia have to go at Asia. Angel have to go at Asia the same way she go at other opponents, which is she could love you. Did you see her and Paige the other day? Her and Paige, they best friends off the court, but on the court, they was talking shit to each other, right? Angel got to go at Asia that same way, and that's going to be another elevation in Angel once she's comfortable with that. You know what I mean? You can have respect for people off the court, but on the court, that's your opponent. You got to go at them.
Yeah, right, and plus, I also think that they need to give Angel Reese the ball at the elbow and at the foul line and just let her do her thing from there. All that, giving her the ball at the 3-point line and have her set screens and all that. Nah, I don't want to see that today. I want to see Angel reset the foul line or at the elbow, getting the ball, either putting her head down, going to the basket, or
trying to get
facilitating.
Well, they doing that now, so you're gonna see that. They started doing that. You're gonna see that now.
But Angel always goes at Asia. I'm trying to figure out when this was not the case.
No, I'm not talking about not going at her at all, but I'm talking about to me, Angel is at her best when she's like getting mad again. I bring up the page. I saw that game the other day, Scrub, when Dallas played the Dream. But hey, we know Angel and Paige relationship off the court, right? They really close. On the court, they go at each other, though. I'm talking about like talking shit. They be in each other's face, friendly. It's not like anything other than competition. Yeah. But what I'm saying with her and Asia, she don't never get at Asia like a op yet, and that's what I'm looking for. I'm looking for her to get to that point.
Right. Well, there's also an age difference.
No, I understand that. That's why I said that's somebody Angel looks up to. So I understand it, but I'm saying she has to get over that. Like, even though sometimes when we get on the court without goats, or not, I'm saying sometimes when these players get on the court when they goats, it's like, yo, that's the goat right there, or that's the person, or that's, you know what I mean? Angel got to look at Asia like a op and understand that's my goat off the court.
I don't think it's that she don't like. I just don't think she does the smack talking, but she played her Asia hard.
Right, we agree with that. I'm talking about everything, though. I'm talking about the smack talk, and I'm talking about how she'll go at other players.
I mean, she don't necessarily.
Miss D, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt y'all, Miss D. I gotta go. My phone about to die.
Okay.
Thank you for having me on.
All right,
I appreciate it. Thank you so much.
But you know what? I agree with you, Brooklyn. But you know what she need to do? She need to think of Asia just for that game. She need to think of Asia like she think of Isabel Harrison, and then she'll get mad. She'll play.
But we know the games I'm talking about. We see the difference when Angel has an opponent where she like, and it usually happen in the game. The opponent to do something like, for instance, Kiki. I don't know if y'all. It might have been this year, or I think it was actually. Was it last year or this year? It was it was this year. I think Kiki pushed Angel or some shit, and Angel turned around. Like, it's certain things that make Angel snap.
Or Shakira. She plays Shakira. She knows Shakira because they both from the Maryland
they
area.
both close and they play together in Unrivaled, but still, you know what I mean? So I'm saying I still see him. Listen, we could disagree, Scrub, but in my opinion, so far for what I've seen from Angel, she plays with respect. Right. She played with a certain level of respect for Asia on the court.
I think it's a bit of a chess game. It's like, all right, I know Asia is the same way I am. I can play hard. She gonna play hard. I don't need to give her any extra ammo. Because if she do, and I think Asia just look at it like, we just gonna play because I get her worked up. I know it's gonna be, and vice versa.
Yeah, but Angel don't do that with nobody though. That's still a level of respect, right? Angel don't treat nobody like that. Angel don't play against nobody and say, I don't want to get them worked up. So that's the level of respect I'm talking about.
There's a level of respect, but it's also a chess game because it's the mental game in it. That's what I'm getting at.
I hear you. We can agree to disagree.
Who was Angel played against that's considered the GOAT?
Nobody.
There's only one GOAT.
So there's difference. So that's the difference.
Right.
That's the difference.
Obviously, that's the difference.
And I disagree wholeheartedly, by the way, because when she first played against Asia Wilson, she gave Asia Wilson the business. Asia Wilson looked real shell shocked, like, what the hell is this whirlwind? What the hell is this whirlwind? What the hell is this whirlwind hurricane that has just walked into here playing basketball in a basketball uniform? She was a hurricane in a basketball uniform. I totally disagree, and the reason why it hasn't looked like that ever since is because Asia Wilson takes Barbie very serious. That's why. And she's older and more experienced.
Let me ask you a question, right? And I'm sure you've been watching Angel. You tapped in, right, Brass? How many times even this season alone? How many times we seen Angel give somebody the too small? Angel, excuse me. How many times we seen Angel give somebody the too small sign?
She'll give everybody that sign except the GOAT.
Okay, then you answering my question. We never seen her do that to Asia, right?
But she doesn't have to do it.
Okay, I'm just making my point. We've seen her play one way against everybody,
that
and we've
doesn't
seen
mean,
her. Hold on. I'm gonna land my plane.
She won't win the matchup,
hold on. I'm
though,
gonna land my
necessarily.
plane. This is gonna be my last point. I'm gonna land my plane. This will be my last point. We've seen Angel play one way against her competition, against everybody. We've seen her play against Asia a little different. I'm just saying I noticed that. That's all I'm saying. I noticed the difference.
I don't. I just noticed that there's a gap between her and Angel because of experience and the fact that Asia could do everything on the court. That's the difference.
It's a gap between Angel and Fee, but we've seen Angel go at Fee though.
Fee is not Asia Wilson.
Yeah, that's true too.
Right. Asia Wilson is not Fee. Right? What point is that?
She's a lot better than Fee. She's way better than Fee. Fee can't hold a candle on Asia Wilson.
Both of them are better than Angel.
She's smaller than Angel. She's smaller than Asia Wilson.
But they both
she's not as athletic as Asia Wilson. She's not a dog like Asia Wilson. She's not as prolific on defense as Asia. Fee is not Asia.
He ain't even Stewie though. What are we talking about?
That's the bottom damn line.
So we've seen Angel go at. We've seen Angel go at Stewie.
Angel gets her skill set.
Y'all got it.
Gets more tools in her box. Once she gets tools in her box, and she continues development. She's not even completed her third year yet. Once she develops some more of a bag, a little more in her toolbox, then she'll be able to do what some of the things Asia do. But right now, it's not about she playing soft or not playing as a dog just because it's Asia Wilson and because she loves her. There's a lot of players she loves around the league, and they can't. And she dogs walk them because they're not as good as Asia.
All right, so you feel like she can't compete with Asia? Got you.
I didn't say she couldn't compete. You put words in my mouth.
We disagree. You put words in my mouth. I never said Angel was soft, but you said that. You put words in my mouth.
No. You gave your opinion, Brooklyn. I gave mine.
All right, and we agree and disagree.
I can say it for both. I can say it for both angles. Sometimes maybe she is in awe of Asia, and sometimes she don't play as hard sometimes, but sometimes she do against Asia. It depends. I think sometimes she do get it all. She get it all of Asia sometimes, but when she kind of snaps out of it, she get Asia the business.
Give me the name. Give me the games where you know what I'm saying. I need to be refreshed. I need specific games where somebody said somebody can look at Angel and say, "Oh damn, she ain't playing hard."
I never said that. That's putting words in my mouth. Listen, I speak for myself very well. I'm gonna say this, and I'm gonna keep it short. I'm gonna keep it real easy. A fifth grader could understand this. All I'm saying is this. I'm not saying she playing soft. I'm not saying she don't play hard. I'm not saying none of that. All I'm saying is this. I feel like there's another level Angel could go to, and I haven't seen it yet. That's all I'm saying. I want to see her go to that level. Right. I want to see her. I've seen her do it before. I've seen her do it against other opponents. I'm waiting to see her do it against Asia. I would love to see that, and that's what I don't know if I'm going to see it tonight, but I would love to see it.
She's still developing.
That's all I'm saying.
It's going to be a while because she's still developing.
It might be a while or it might be tonight. We don't know. We'll see.
I guarantee you it ain't going to be tonight. I guarantee you that.
We'll see.
I think she can. Her shot has gotten better. She could rebound.
Yeah, she on the heater right now.
Right.
Her last 5-6 games, she on the heater. So
she just had to have confidence. I don't think she can't. She can. And then I don't think she's scared. That's not what Brooklyn was saying.
That's not what I said. He said.
But sometimes she do get it all. But guess what? When she get that,
she's not the only one. All players go through that.
That's what I'm saying. I've never seen Angel being so awe of Asia that it would throw her game off. Y'all need to tell me the game that happened.
Y'all got it, man. I don't even want to.
I'm not even talking about you, Brooklyn. I'm just commenting on what Miss D just said. She said sometimes she's in awe. Who's not in awe of Asia but still go hard? I want to see the game where Angel is visibly in awe of Asia Wilson to the point that she doesn't play her game.
Not like that. You kind of miss what I'm saying. I just think that now I think she has the confidence to shoot the shot. It's shots to be had. She has the confidence to shoot the shots that she taken now that she didn't do when she was playing Chicago. I think now she's going to show that she will go blow for blow, pound for pound.
I think we put too much on shooting. That sounds too much like CC fan stuff. I'm not saying you are, Miss D, okay. but Angel is different. She's a different. She has different impact on the game. That's why I pointed at Ryan Howard. I didn't point at Angel. Angel is going to do what Angel do. I'm not worried. I'm not worried about Angel versus Asia. I agree with Big Dog. You don't want to put Angel on Asia the whole game, just in spots and in certain situations. But I'm not worried about Angel as far as her whole game and how effective she's going to be, because she was very effective in the first game, but they were missing Ryan Howard. That's my point.
Well, let me say this.
And that's what I said at the time. That's the reason why I didn't mention Angel at all. It's going to come down to guard play, in particular Ryan and Leach. In particular, Ryan. Is Ryan going to get out of her slump and begin to shoot the ball from three at an effective rate that she has been doing early in the season? If she cannot do that, then it won't matter what Angel does or what Asia or how she plays against Asia. She can have 25 points against Asia with her Gardner. But if Ryan Howard doesn't show up, they don't win.
I agree with that.
Because if they don't show up, that means you got to deal with Kelsey. That eliminates. Now you playing 4-on-5.
Yeah,
I agree with that. Ryan Howard would be disappearing a lot.
But I will say this: when she disappeared the last game, even though she hit a big shot last game, the game they won. Angel. What?
With the first game from the All-Star break, right?
Right.
Yeah.
If Ryan just had to, she don't have to look. If she disappeared, she disappeared. That's Ryan, But I think this year,
that's what Ryan do. She disappeared.
I can't afford her to disappear tonight.
But Angel said, you know what? Fine, you gonna disappear? Look, Ryan just had to play some defense. Play some defense. If you gonna
Ryan's biggest issue is she got to learn how to be effective in the game if her shot's not falling.
Right.
Sometimes Ryan wraps her value around her 3-point shooting. And if you coming out and you making shots and it look good, then great. But if you coming out and you not making shots, you have to do other things to affect the game. You got to get to the line. You got to make plays for your teammates.
Exactly.
You got to play defense. You got to do all of the things that, use your other skills and abilities. Don't only be affecting the game with your 3-point shooting.
Take it to the basket. We quit trying to shoot all those threes.
It's weird because, to your point, Ms. D, what annoys me the most with Ryan is she start to click in 2 minutes left in the game. Like that's why I wasn't impressed with that big three. Exactly. That big three, I'm happy they won the game, because obviously when she hit that big three, we didn't know they was going to win it. But when she hit that three, I got mad because I've seen it before. She always start to make threes at the end of the game. It's like now when the shit is over, you want to start playing. Like she gets on my nerves with that shit. Like,
and you can't do that against.
How long has Ryan Howard been in the league?
I think like 3-4 years.
Year number 5 or 6.
Nah, it's more than 3. I think she's been in the league about 5 years.
Yeah, I'm sorry, like probably like 4 or 5 years, something like that.
2022? Is it 2022 or 23?
I'll take a look.
I think she came 2 years before Angel, right?
Yeah, she came in 22.
Yep, she said.
So 5 years. So how much has her game changed in 5 years?
It hasn't, unfortunately.
We'll say that again, Scrub?
It hasn't, unfortunately.
Okay, so isn't this her pattern?
Unfortunately.
Yeah. Now, how many times have we seen on Mutual of Omaha's Wild Kingdom where all of a sudden the tiger you saw with stripes yesterday, the next day you saw the tiger without stripes?
Never.
So we can say what if, dad, blah, blah, the thing that get on my nerves about blah, blah. That's the way she's been playing ever. Matter of fact, she's been playing like that ever since Kentucky. That's why Kentucky didn't go far. They went to a SEC championship game. That's it.
And that's why they lost last year.
And that's why they lost last year, because she disappeared.
Because
she does not play defense if her offense suffers. I've seen players like this before in the NBA and in the college game with men and women. If you got some players who are offensively successful, and that has an effect on how they play defense. Yeah. When her offense is affected negatively, she disappears. Now, she could get away with that against the Storm, against the Sun, against Phoenix, against LA, against these weak ass teams. But when you trying to beat Minnesota, when you're trying to beat the Sparks, I mean not the Sparks, the Aces, when you're trying to beat the Valkyrie, when you're trying to beat these elite teams, you cannot do that. You got to, like Brooklyn said, you got to be able to do other things. It's not that she is incapable. It's just that she won't if that 3-point shot.
She lacked the motivation. Yeah.
It's not that. It's if her 3-point shot is not working.
Yeah, she lacked the motivation. I'm saying the same thing. I agree with you.
Now, when she hits some threes, that's when you'll see some run. That's when you see some defense run. And even on defense, sometimes she get on my nerves, even when she is dialed in, because she has a habit of ball watching.
Yeah.
Don't she?
But she better not ball watch tonight. And Atlanta fans better be very, very hopeful that her shot falls. Because again, this is going to be a Ryan Howard game.
Ryan or bust, dude. I'm sorry. This is what it's going to have to be. And I don't mean that I need her to just chug up shots. I mean she gotta be smart in how she play. If she don't play well, yeah, we gonna bust.
Cancel Christmas.
Right. But I'm about to end this live. Anybody with any last thoughts?
Hey, make sure y'all turn around and flip, and make sure y'all like this stream.
Thank you.
Join all that stuff, and then later on, look out for Showtime Brooklyn. I don't know if you going on live. You going live with the game?
Nah. I don't do game lives.
You post game.
Yeah, I normally do like not really post games, but I talk about the narratives. You know, I don't do my lives ain't based off the game. I talk about the game on my lives, but it's not based off the game.
Right. I got you. But hey, make sure y'all subscribe to Brooklyn 80s Babies channel. Subscribe to Scrub Zero. Hey, subscribe to Miss D. Showtime. He might be doing the game with Prince. I Am Zoe Media. Make sure y'all tap in with that. And if I'm not going to be on there with him, and then Scrub, I don't think you going live, are you?
Not if that's it. That depends on what HD do. I know HD.
Okay.
Either he gonna be live with Showtime, or it's gonna be me and him doing the Monday night thing.
Okay. Make sure y'all subscribe to HDII TV, and that'll be it.
Yeah, thank you for everybody for coming. Scrub, Brass, Brooklyn, BD, everybody in the chat. Please hit the like button for me, please. Please subscribe to this channel, Miss D61 Sports. At least watch a short, because when you hit a notification bell, they want to see if you watch some videos, so I can, when I'm coming on, so the notifications would come on.
Put that notification bell to all, not some.
All. Thank you.
Hit that bell and hit all.
Yep, hit all for me, please. Also, subscribe to Scrub's channel, Scrub Zero, Brooklyn 80s baby. Who else I'm missing? Big Dog Sports.
Big Dog Sports, yeah.
Put it in the chat for me. And thanks for everybody for coming out. I have to go. And this has been a good discussion. We're gonna see how this MVP race is gonna be. We'll see. I think it's gonna, of course, gonna be Asia. But I don't know. You never know what the WNBA do. We're gonna see how the season is gonna play out tonight. Like I said, it's a good matchup for the standings as well. With the Aces and the Dream, that could be a standings type of game for both teams. So thank you for coming out, everybody. And peace. All right.
Peace.
Peace.
Take care.
All right. Take care.